Guys, welcome back to my channel. So today we have no children. My mother-in-law was gracious and kept our kids last night so that we could kind of have like a date day and a date night, and we are actually getting ready to go pick them up, but I figured while they were gone and the house is silent, I will go ahead and do the long-awaited and promised house tour. Now let me preface this by saying the house is clean. Not all the rooms are complete and not all rooms are spotless. So that's real life. This is what you're gonna get. But with that being said, we're going to jump right into it. This is actually a 7-bedroom home, which is kind of ridiculous. Nick and I literally our entire 20s, we waited to buy our first home. We rented, we lived with his parents, we rented again, and it just seemed like this dream of having our own home was never going to happen. But I swear God handed us this house, that we love it. It had great bones, but we had to do a lot of cosmetic changes, and we're still in the midst of that. So it's not completely done, but I'm just gonna show you what it is as of right now. So right now we're standing in our entryway. This wall, we actually shiplapped wall because it just needed something when you first walked in to make it pop. This shutter I found at a yard sale a long time ago. It's actually 2 separate ones. And then this wreath is from Hobby Lobby. But right now we just have this upholstered bin that holds all of our shoes. And when I say all of our shoes, I mean 50 million pairs of shoes. It's not organized. We've tried. It just gets destroyed again. On this wall right here is another great yard sale find. Nick just pressure washed it and then sealed it in case this is lead paint. We don't know, it's old. So he sealed it so the paint can't chip off. And then we just bought these knobs at Hobby Lobby and these flowers as well. And what this serves the purpose of, at least on our own old home, was it was kind of like a coat rack. But with coat closets being said, this is our front door. So when you first walk in, there are 2 identical coat closets. On this side, we have just mine and Nick's stuff. This used to be a lot more organized, but we're at the end of the school year, so this is real life. Is the kids' coat closet. This one is our formal living room, I guess. We're not formal living room people, but we had found ourselves actually using this room when we had people over. The kids may be in the other living room playing video games, and us adults sit in here. But the grand plan with this room, if you want to come in here, we'll show them, is along this wall, we are actually going to create a large sliding barn door that can close all the way to make this kind of be a guest room as well. So that's in the long scheme plans. It's been the plan since we moved in. We haven't made any get up and go on that. So that is what that is. But these couches I found on the yard sale site, and they actually lay down into beds. So that's what I'm saying. It can be a guest room as well. So these can make 2 twin-size beds, or you could put it together. It could be a full-size bed. I love this little table. I found this on the yard sale site for $35. I could not believe it. I love the detail of the little drawer pulls inside the drawers. There's contact paper. It's super cute. And then in here, I'm able to just store blankets for when you're sitting in this front room to make it more cozy. This is our formal dining room. And if you've been around my channel at all, you're probably what happened to your table? Don't have a table now. So Nick is supposed to be building one eventually. Now that it's warm, hopefully we'll get our table soon. But it's basically just going to be a long farmhouse style table with more X style legs. Yeah. And then this piece is from Goodwill. I got this for, wasn't it $30?
Something cheap.
Something like that. And it has great storage, tons of storage. The purpose of being the wrestling room, the toy room, upstairs. Our kids play in this room constantly. And when we did have a table, they still played in here. They climbed on the table, and we have 4 boys. So that's how life is. All right, so if you come off of this room, there's a little hallway that leads into our main area. And in here, we just have a little half bath. We painted all of these vanities. All of the vanities in the house, all of the cabinets in the house, we should say, used to be this color. And we need to change this toilet seat. We just haven't got around to it. So I chalk painted all these vanities just to kind of update this room. And then this room is also painted this Sea Salt by Sherwin-Williams. So it's kind of sometimes it looks gray, sometimes it looks blue, light blue, sometimes it looks kind of a light green.
Yeah.
It's just an interesting color. I love it. So sea salt. This Nick built a long time ago. We've used this in every house we've ever lived in. So that's just, you know, just brackets from Home Depot.
Yeah.
And then a piece of wood that he stained. No big deal. This vase, I'm pretty sure I either found at a yard sale or in Goodwill. My friend actually made me this sign, and I don't know. I love it. I just love the simple message, like, P.S. I love you. Like, I don't know. I just want my kids to always know that. I want my husband to always know that. Okay, so coming in off the hallway in the bathroom, this is like our main living space, and this is where we do like 90% of our life. And if you've watched any of my videos, especially my cleaning videos, you have seen me clean this area probably 100 times at this point. But it's just where we do life, and I love, love, love this space. So I'm going to try to insert a before picture of a few areas in the house, and this was one of the areas that we like completely transformed. The kitchen is completely different now. When we first moved in, all of these cabinets were that oak color that was on like the bathroom toilet. And so we actually had somebody paint our kitchen cabinets. We did not try to tackle that ourselves. And I'm so grateful. I love them. I love the way they turned out. So we decided to just do white for all of these. And then we did kind of like a gray color. Some people call this blue, even though it's not blue, it's a gray, on the island. Right here, we actually did a big transformation. This used to have a appliance hutch, is that what they call them?
A hutch or garage.
Yeah, so it like came out all the way out, took up all that counter space, and it had like an accordion style door. And when we first
didn't work.
Yeah. And when we first talked about like painting the kitchen, we were like, how in the world are we gonna paint that door? So Nick was like, I think I'm just gonna try to cut it. And this was before we even moved in, when we were like starting some renovations. And I was a little bit nervous for him to try to cut it, but he did great. He cut it off. You have no idea that it was ever even there. The countertop was not like warped at all. So it gives us so much more counter space, and I'm so glad that we decided to do that. And then we also just got a piece of frosted glass to put in here, because the previous owner, it was just plain glass. And I don't have pretty dishes. Like, I'm not a pretty, I don't know, practical. This is a deep cabinet that we like to use. As you can see, it's just piled up.
Yeah, not show worthy.
No, we don't really want to show it. So, frosted glass it. So our pantry is not super large, but we have other places throughout the house that we like store our bulk items, so it works out. All right, so off of the kitchen, we have our eat-in dining space, and this is, right now, obviously, we don't have another table, but even when we have a table in there, this is where we eat daily. This is our dining table. Nick built this years ago. This was his very first table that he ever built. These chairs are the same ones that are in the formal dining room from Walmart, and I love them. This rug I got from Rugs USA. This area, we just have these curtains that I bought at home to kind of frame the windows. We need to get like a shade for here. We just haven't done it yet, but this goes out to like our outside deck, our backyard. Our backyard's not massive, and we really haven't done anything out there yet. We do have some plans. We have plans for this deck, but none of that's done yet, so that will be a tour in and of itself. On this wall, I bought these from Hobby Lobby, and so together, they built a life they loved, and I love that saying, and I just love the way it like frames this space. And then in here is our main living area. This room was like the first room besides the kitchen that we like completely renovated and made our own. I will insert a before picture of this fireplace because it was like hideous. And before we even moved in, Nick and I tackled that. We whitewashed it, which was a super simple process. I actually did it myself, and I'm not crafty, but we transformed this space. So when we first walked through this room, she basically had a sectional along this wall.
Yep.
And then she had like a tiny little cabinet over there with her TV, and we knew we didn't want to lay it out like that. So we flipped it and put our couches on this side. Couches we have had for years. They are Ashley Furniture couches, but we bought them at like a discount store around here, brand new, but just discounted. These are like a 3-tiered end table, and the ends are super pointy, so we use these like protectors from Amazon. And then over here, I knew as soon as I walked into this room that I wanted to like frame it with shelves. I knew that. I had a picture in my mind. I was like, I want floating shelves. I don't know if you all follow Shanty to Chic, but I knew that that was exactly what I wanted. So Nick made it happen for me. He like built these shelves like in like a night because he can build really fast like that. And I just feel like they like frame this space amazingly. Like I cannot even imagine doing anything else with this space other than what we did. I love it. And then my friend from college came in and she helped me style these shelves because she's super great like that. So we painted this white. This used to be like the oak color that everything else was. And then Nick did not trust me on this originally.
I didn't. This
used to be brass and it was hideous. It was like a whole hideous fireplace. And I read on Pinterest that you could spray paint this with Rust-Oleum high heat spray paint. And I was like, let's just try it. I mean, the worst we can do is like it messes up and we have to get a new insert because we're not keeping that brass insert anyways. So he wanted to like take the doors off and make it like super complicated. And I was like, Pinterest says to just like painter's tape it and like put like Kroger bags down. And he was like, okay, it's not gonna work. It worked. And
whatever.
I will say that it's held up too. Like we burned so many fires this winter. We've had no issues. It hasn't peeled, it hasn't cracked. I clean it. No issues. So
it's done well.
It's done really well. So I mean, like that was like, I don't even know how much that spray paint costed, but we did not even use like the entire bottle. So that renovation was probably less than like $5. Around the fireplace, we just have, you know, baby proofing because this is stone and we have a 1-year-old. So we got that off Amazon. Nothing fancy, but it blends in well enough. It's not that big of a deal. And then over here, this is kind of just like a little mom hack that I do. Kids are constantly pulling toys up. We have a major like kid area in the basement, but like we have little ones that pull toys up here as well. Toys in here that they leave in this area, and then I just cover it with a blanket. So it's a little bit of toys upstairs, but not like really where you can like see them. That stand was actually Nick's grandparents' first dresser that they ever had. And we were gifted this a few years ago, and we painted it and distressed it and turned it into just like an entertainment stand. Blanket ladder Nick built. I love it because we love to have cozy blankets in here. Blankets get pulled off 90 times a day. But I love this here. And then over here, I actually, when we first moved in, we were so confused by this space because it was a cabinet that matched our kitchen, so like oak, and then they actually had the same countertop that's in the kitchen on top of it. And then no shelves or anything. So it was like a butler's pantry, I guess you would call it, but we didn't like it. So originally we had talked about just like completely taking this out, but then we were like, oh, there's probably no carpet under it. So I chalk painted it white. I will say that chalk painting white is really hard to do, and I actually need to redo a few places, but I chalk painted this. Nick actually built this rustic countertop. So once we decided we were keeping it, I had like a vision for this wall, and I was like, okay, this is what we're gonna do. So he made it come to life. We did like a farmhouse countertop. These were actually from like an old mantle, right?
Yeah.
So he had this wood from like a previous job, and he stained those and made these shelves, and I just love the way that this looks. It's one of my favorite places in my house to like look at. And then the last thing I need to show you in here that I did not show you is this light fixture. So I love this light fixture. It's from
Home Depot.
Home Depot, yeah. Off of our kitchen is a hallway, and this hallway leads to our garage. People always get the pantry door and the garage door mixed up because we have like all of our adult beverages in the garage. So I put a wreath on here so people can see and hopefully pick the right door. This is our garage. It actually came with these shelves already built in, which is super nice. I mean, there's nothing fancy out here, but it's a 2-car garage. We use it as a 1-car garage because all of the kids' toys and everything are over there. Also keep our deep freeze in there, our garbage cans, and then our fridge for like adult beverages. Okay, so continuing on past the kitchen, in here is our laundry room. I did not clean this or organize this before this tour, so we have not really renovated in here yet. I want to eventually do like a farmhouse countertop with some farmhouse like shelving to make this room like more like pretty. We still haven't even second coated in here with the paint. But you know, it is what it is. The color's like a light mint color. I knew that I wanted something like fun and girly in here, so we did that. We have like sheer curtains and then just like my laundry organization system. Bella's food is also over here, and then behind here we have a pretty good sized closet that holds like our vacuum cleaner, carpet cleaner, that kind of stuff. I am thinking on this wall that I would like to do like a cork board or like a magnet board or something to put like the kids like artwork to get off the refrigerator, and then possibly like a calendar to kind of just like keep our life in check, because we do have a lot of moving parts with 5 kids and Nick working full time. So I would like to buy some stuff to go ahead and do that and kind of just make this like our planning station for now. Is Nick's office. So this is technically one of the bedrooms, but he works from home a lot, so he spends a lot of his life in this room. It's not decorated at all. I mean, he has like
I got my one picture up.
Yeah, I mean, he has his, you know, sports picture up. There's still some areas that we need to kind of like declutter and fix in here, but this is his office. He has like a little walk-in closet, which is super great. And then his window opens up to the backyard, so he can see like the trees and stuff, see the kids if they're playing out there. So this room serves its purpose. Okay, so we're now back off of like the kitchen area, back into our entryway. So this is a little hallway that leads to like the kitchen. And then this door right here leads to our basement. This was a major renovation in of itself as well. The carpet in the main 2 floors had been changed out, but then downstairs in the basement, there used to be 3 types of flooring. So there was like a crusted white carpet that went down the stairs. Then you hit like white linoleum. And then there was Berber carpet as well. So we had all of this carpet changed. So this is all brand new carpet. Nick and I also painted all of the walls. He actually let me paint downstairs. We painted it just like a neutral gray, which is, most of our house is a neutral gray. It was passive gray by Sherwin-Williams,
yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Okay. And then we painted all of like the, what is it called? Banisters.
Yep.
And down here, this was all like a wood color still. So we just painted it just to make it look more modern. So. When you first come downstairs, we have this closet right here, which is actually like, we call it, it's McKinley's like American Girl craft closet. We decided to put her bedroom beside this closet, so when she's a teenager, she will actually have a lot more like closet space to like hang all of her like formal dresses, like clothes. She's gonna have a lot of clothes, I'm sure, she's a girl. So for right now, it holds all of her American Girls and things that she doesn't want the boys to get into. All right, so when you first come down the stairs, here's her American Girl closet, and here's McKinley's room. When you come into her room, this chandelier is actually the chandelier that used to be in our formal dining room, and it was hideous upstairs, but I really, really love it in her room, especially since we did touches of gold in here. I feel like it all just like goes together really well. So when you first walk in her room, she has these shelves. We've had these shelves for years. I don't even know where we got them from. And then this furniture in her room was actually Nick's cousin's, and then it was passed down to Nick's sister. And then I just chalk painted it this blush pink and then painted the hardware. So it's kind of like a hand-me-down furniture that works great. It's vanity my dad and stepmom actually bought for her at Goodwill. And at first I thought I was going to have to like paint it or something, but I think it works just fine. This chair was actually Nick's grandma's chair, and I love it. This was actually her original upholstery as well. I need to still upholster this different. I want to get like some navy, like kind of like furry fabric to put on this, but I haven't done it yet. But she loves having a little vanity. Like I said, I don't think I'm ever actually, I don't know if I'll paint this or not. I think it works just fine. The whole bedding set came from Target. It's kind of, on camera it picks up more purpley, but it's not purple. It's like a blush pink and like a light blue, bluish gray color. These flowers are from Hobby Lobby. And then this upholstered headboard is from the same place that the mirror was from. The bedrooms in the basement are like actual like bedrooms, and the basement to me does not feel like a basement. Like it feels like part of the house. Do you agree?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Like it doesn't have the basement smell. It's not cold down here. Like it was insulated well. Like it's really like
it was well done.
Yeah, it's just really like continued living, which proves more and more that I feel like God gave us this house because a family that built 5 kids, or had 5 kids build this house. Like that's pretty cool. So that's McKinley's room. When you come off of her room, you come into like the main play area. All right, so off of the main play area, we have just like our closet that has a bunch of shelves that we just keep toys in. We have McKinley's stage. She wanted a stage. She's been asking for a stage for like years. We finally had the space that we could put one in. So Nick actually built her this for Christmas.
Okay.
Then the main space, we have our Bouncy House that's kind of folded up right now, but they just play on this all the time. We have a tent with just like some like building blocks in here. We have our Pop-A-Shot. Basically anything that you could want as a kid, except for like a pool table or something like that, ping pong table, we have down here.
Ninja Warrior course.
Ninja Warrior course, yeah, this was a Christmas present for Caleb. And then in here is like the room that I always say Nick and I will never be able to like paint over. It's actually like a little like under the stairs room.
Yeah. Handprints.
Mm-hmm. But basically before we put down the new carpet, we let the kids go in here and paint, and I'll never be able to paint over this. So whoever buys our house eventually will just have to paint it themselves because I can't do it. So we keep our weapons in there. We have 4 boys. I always say if you don't like your kids playing with like weapons, don't come to my house because they're everywhere. So we have tons of Nerf weapons and all that stuff. And then down here is the downstairs bathroom. This bathroom still needs like major renovation. Caleb and McKinley use this bathroom. Vanity, we tried to salvage it by painting it and it's not working. They apparently had a dog and it's like eaten away. So we want to replace this entire vanity. So this like renovation of this room is kind of on standstill with us trying to find a vanity that fits in the space that's like within our budget. So we are going to change the vanity, change the light fixture. We still need to finish cutting in this room. This is a sea salt as well. So once Nick cuts in, the painting's done, but we haven't done that yet. And then we're changing the flooring. This flooring's terrible. This was the white linoleum that was throughout a lot of this basement, and we want it gone. Still needs renovated, but it functions. It's clean. The kids bathe in here. They can use the restroom in here. It is what it is. It's just not pretty yet. So it continues this way. More toys, like toys everywhere. We have a basketball goal, a little kitchen area over here, riding toys. I mean, it has been winter for like a million months, so we have a lot of outside toys in here still. And then we have double doors that open up to like a little like outside area, and it's like already a covered and concrete like poured patio. Off of this area is Caleb's room. So it's a great size room. This room when we first moved in was brown and yellow.
Yep.
So we called it the poop and pee room. And it had like glass shelves going through here. So we painted everything a light gray of it. And then he wanted a UK blue colored wall, which I protested, but he got it. We want to do like the rustic wood shelves and then make him a desk for when he's older and needs to actually do like homework down here. And then he has a good size closet. So that's his room. Nothing too fancy, but it's a good size. Part of the house that like sold me, and we did have this super organized, but it's not super organized anymore. So don't judge. This is the storage room. All these shelves were already built in, which is great. Stop this tour, we're gonna do the upstairs. So that we just have like this entryway right here. We did paint all these walls as the passive gray. This wall, I want to do like a gallery wall of some of our family pictures. I need to get some like white IKEA picture frames, and I kind of want to just put those right here. I think it would be a great spot for it. And then these chairs somebody gifted us. I want to get like some more like farmhouse style pillows to sit on them, and then get some decor for up here, but we haven't done that yet. So for right now we just have 2 chairs. These curtains came from Home Goods. We had them in our old house. I love this picture window, and I love to open those curtains in the morning and kind of just like let the light in. So I love this window. And then don't judge in here. We have not done anything with our master bedroom yet besides take down wallpaper. So it's not decorated. You all know this if you've watched any of my videos before, but it has great space. So this is the master bedroom. There's nothing to show in here because it's not decorated yet, other than this is our master bedroom. Watched any of my previous videos, you know that we did redo our master bathroom. If you have not watched those, I will link those videos in the description box below. We renovated this entire bathroom for like under $300. So this cabinet used to be like the same oak that was like all the other cabinetry. We chalk painted this, spray painted all the hardware, changed out these light fixtures. These are the light fixtures that we want to put in the bathrooms downstairs as well. Those are from Home Depot.
Yep.
And this flooring is peel and stick from Home Depot. Here we just have a linen closet. It's a great size linen closet, not organized, but great size. Here's our master closet. It goes in and over, which is nice. So I have my side, Nick has his side. Off of our master bedroom. You come back through the catwalk. Right here we have Grant's room. We haven't really decorated Grant's room yet either. I had big plans for it, but whoops. This is an IKEA crib. I want to do like a wood wall behind here. I don't really know why we haven't done that yet. It's a super simple project.
Yeah, it wouldn't take long.
We just haven't done it.
Yeah.
I don't know why. These curtains are from Walmart. And then this little chair and table are from the same discounted store that I've talked about all throughout this video. And then this is from Target. So his room doesn't have any like wall decor or anything like that, but we did paint it. This room, I think it used to be like was this one like a yellowy color?
I think so.
Yeah, it's hard to remember what color all these rooms were. Like they were either like pea beige or like Pepto-Bismol pink or like periwinkle or yellow and brown. Like the colors were hideous. So anyways, this is his room. And then off of Grant's room, we have a linen closet, which is great. I keep all of like the extra sheets, blankets, towels, washcloths, all that in here for the boys. And then right here is the boys' bathroom. This room's done.
All but the fixture.
All but the light fixture and the toilet seat. So we painted the vanity, put up some decor. Nick built this years ago for like our old house, so it did have 2 towel rods. I like this rustic thing better. And then the shower sets, this is actually the same one that's in the basement bathroom. I liked them so much, I bought 2 of them. It's just neutral. These are from Walmart. It came with the curtain and the 2 rugs. So nothing super fancy in here, but it works. Then Nick built this. So off of the bathroom, we have Paxton's room. This room is done. This room was an undertaking. This bedroom used to be Pepto-Bismol pink glitter paint. Like it was hideous. The entire room was Pepto-Bismol pink. Like not like just an accent wall, the entire room. So it took us a good like 2 days. Yeah, to paint this room. All right, so when you first walk in, there is this. We love this. Nick built this, of course, and it's our kids' measuring chart. Every year on their birthday, we measure them. I haven't put Davis's 3rd birthday one on here yet, so I need to do that, but it's sentimental and I love it. This is a very cheap way to take up a lot of like space on a wall, so you don't have to buy a lot of decor, and it really works with this theme in here. So it's just like a painted mountain range. We taped it off, painted it, is what it is. We have done this with chalk paint before because we've moved a couple times and we have recreated this because I love it so much. But we didn't do chalk paint this time, we just did black paint because he never really used the chalk paint. So over here is like a little reading corner, and then right off of Paxton's room is Davis's room. And I will say that this room, when he first moved in, had a crib, had a cute little shelf right here. We had it like more decorated, and then he moved into a big boy bed, and the shelf was no longer safe. He was like climbing the shelf, and then when we turned the shelf around, he was like breaking the back off the shelf, so the shelf's gone. So we just have this random decor in the middle of the wall for no reason, but it used to have a shelf under it with cute decor. He does not have bedding yet. The bedding that I originally had for the decor for this, like, got some like, it's messed up. So he doesn't have bedding yet. I actually just washed sheets the other day, so these are just thrown on blankets. He's 3, he still has accidents at night. His bedding gets changed a lot, so eventually I'll probably just get him like a gray neutral bedding set. But this came from a yard sale site. We have one of these, Nick built these, and then the bed frame, I don't even remember where it came from. And then he has a little walk-in closet that he destroys on the daily. So I hope that you all enjoyed this home tour. I do want to say that it has been a long, long journey getting to this point, and we are super blessed. I don't want anyone to look at this with envy and think like, man, like I'm jealous. Like we waited and waited and waited for this home, and it's finally happened for us, and we're super excited, but it has been a long journey. So I just wanted to let you all know that. But thank you all so much for watching. If you liked it, please give me a thumbs up and be sure to subscribe to my channel, and let me know in the comments below what your favorite room was. Thank you all for watching. I'll see you on my next video.